What it do, Kripple Krew? What it do? Welcome to another episode of TNT Thursday Night Talks with DBD and WarRoom. What's going on, brother? How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing well, brother. I hope the Kripple Krew and the WarParty are doing well tonight. We got Henry G, member Kripple Krew. Projectiles are sharp, member Kripple Krew. What up, Tristan? Marco, what's up, brethren? WarRoom, of course, in the chat with the original member seal. We got Half Empty. What's up, Half Empty? Good to see you, homie. Jason Beecher, what it do? What it do? Good to see you.
Empty.
So,
Christian.
my pockets are laid out on the table tonight, and from left to right tonight, you can see it. Well, actually, before I go over the pockets, I'm gonna ask, what were in yours? They can see mine.
Oh, they can't see mine, so I'll go over mine real quick. Okay, if you don't mind.
No, go for it.
Nkosi, large Nkosi Tato. Excellent knife, guys. If you can afford one of these, this is a knife for life.
S35?
No, that's Magna Cut.
Magna Cut.
HRC 64. This is the Padre. Kumu Padre.
The ergos on that look killer.
They're fantastic, bro. Fantastic. And you can see, I have large hands. It's like beautiful.
How does it compare to your Shaman?
That's a tough one, bro. I like the way this flicks, but the Shaman's my baby. You know that, bro. Come on, you're asking me to give up my old lady there.
We got a Colin Mason Pierre design.
This is a 2-year mutt. Absolutely, he's nailed that on the head. This is absolutely a fine knife. This is one of 25, by the way, certified. Colin Mason and Dave Warren design. This is X90V. Great little knife. You can get these still on the website.
Eagle Scout, what it do, homie? How are you tonight? Bladed Ginger, designer of the DEFCON Cardington. We got Mick Ranger, member Kripple Krew Inc., and LCAT, member Kripple Krew Inc. What up, gentlemen? It's a good looking Bel Air. Is that a shiny DLC?
It's not DLC, it's PVD. So they say.
PVD.
I think it's DLC myself, but they say it's PVD. That's just oil on the blade.
Yeah.
But yeah, I took this apart for the first time, and lo and behold, one of the bearings is missing a bearing, missing one of the balls. So I had to. It works fine, but I had to write Kershaw, and while I was at it, I got another set of springs coming for it too.
Yeah. So, there's no extra bearings in the. And there's no hardware in the packaging.
I got this. Mediaco gifted me this.
Oh, word.
I don't know what he did.
Oh, and Kershaw, actually, most of the stuff is just a knife in a little cardboard box that, in a little plastic bag in a cardboard box. That's it.
But I have beat the ever-living snot out of this knife, and you can see it still holds up.
Jim Miller, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on, homie? He says he will be lurking until he finishes dinner, so he's not saying hello to everybody. Garrett, my brother from a South African mother. What it do, member Kripple Krew Inc.
And of course, this was on my belt today.
Nice, stubby.
This has got a fresh coat of Mediaco wax on it.
Yay. That's what I have switched to, is Mad Wax. And it's working great for me.
Yeah, I would say don't leave it, because my house stays at like 70 degrees. So I have to take my Mad Wax out and set it on my patio table before I wax my knives up. Yeah, good stuff though. You can see I absolutely did my card on my Spyderco.
Yeah.
Came out really good.
Mud, what's up, brother? All right, we'll see when you get back. You just got
Yeah,
your
yeah.
shaman. Oh, you just got your shaman, and you getting tie scales from Rock Scale Designs. Kelly, what's
Kelly?
up? How are you?
Didn't miss anything.
Cicero,
I could check.
Cicero, member Kripple Krew Inc. How are you tonight? Aries, what's up? We got Brian White. You said there was a pocket check in there?
I gave my pocket check. You gave your for
Yeah,
theirs.
yeah. I thought you said that there was a pocket check in the chat. Word. You just ordered some of that wax? Hell yeah. That's good. Yeah, today's pockets, we had the Mark II from DEFCON, Mark II from Am8 by DC Blades as my fifth pocket because it's so easy to pull this out of the pocket and into my hand ready to go. And it's light. So it just sits there out of the way. I have the Arcade Light by Flytanium, currently at the top of my list for our budget knife of the year. Mud has the Ozark Grail, Civivi Brazen, and his Muskrat, which I had my Muskrat on the belt today. It's such a fantastic knife.
Let me jump in here. I want to show Mick Ranger something real quick, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
Okay. Mick, this is Spyderco, right? And this is a washer knife that's not bearings. I mean, yeah, nothing like a Spyderco on washers.
Yeah, and all mine will drop clothes like that. Kelly's neck knife was a TKL Piranha, and the pocket WIXCO Drax. Nice. The WIXCO Drax is a good knife. Ron Crow, member Kripple Krew Inc. says, howdy, everybody. TRM Bulldog and TRM Tagalong. That's a great combination. Cardington and 80-20.5. That's a titanium 80-20.5.
It's a banger. He's got a nice 20.5.
The neck knife was the Civivi Baby Banter Fixie. I was rocking my Warney Cutlery Shop exclusive PM2 in CTS XHP.
You sure it's a cutlery shop, bro? Not REC?
Gatita also, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on? You just got in your pair of 3 today. It's smoother than anything on bearings. Yeah, it's definitely a different feel. I love the Spyderco feel. Jesse, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on? And then I don't know how many people have watched the Cripple Dome episode 2 yet. It just dropped a little while before the live. Gatita also, member for 2 months. How about we will do a Spyderco salute? Look at that with them PM2s for Gatita Oso. I appreciate your support, sis.
2 months? That deserves a double warning.
Double warning. Much appreciated, Gatito Oso. Yeah, you might have been a bit biased watching the news Cripple Dome episode. Well, I will say that the Cardington fared very well and ended up being my winner of episode 2 of the Cripple Dome, the first ever Cripple Dome triple threat.
So Bladed Ginger, you need to give me a homeboy's discount on that, bro.
Yeah, it is. It definitely. I going into it, I recorded that over 2 days, spending time with it. Blind Move for Fury, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on? Gareth says happy anniversary.
Thank you,
War
Gareth,
Room
brother.
and Mrs. WarRoom. Happy anniversary. I
32
didn't.
years, been together 34 today.
That's awesome. You'll have to tell Mrs. WarRoom happy anniversary from
I will
us.
do that. She's my rock, guys. She's my rock.
Absolutely. Is she working right now?
Yeah, unfortunately, but she's
Yeah.
off tomorrow, so we're gonna spend tomorrow together.
That's awesome. Kane Miranda, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on? This leopard, it really is smooth. And I like the chunky blade stock. I like the wider scales. It's a good thing that they did make it wider because of how narrow it is this way. Yeah, true that. True that. She's going to be nominated for sainthood soon.
Kelly, you're awesome. Hey, I want your hubby's pocket check, by the way.
Yeah, this all I thought this would win going into it, but after spending quite a bit of time with the DEF CON, spending the last week with this knife and then recording that over 2 days, the DEF CON did win legitimately to me. So it's not just a shout out to Bladed Ginger. I legitimately think he designed the best knife of the three.
I played with it at Blade Show. I probably should have bought it at Blade Show, but I had other things on my mind that I wanted. I already had my mind set up.
Yeah, absolutely. There was definitely things you wanted going in, and there's always, there's only so much you can spend at a show, any show.
I did get this off of DEF CON's table, which for $40, this is a banging little beast.
Yeah, the ultralight.
Yep, 1.9 ounces, Quip Point 14C, fantastic little knife.
That's crazy. You had to wake up to wish WarRoom before you were too late. Yeah, the ZT did not stand a chance. You were right, Bladed Ginger. The ZT, that
ZT was it the 512 or the 044?
The 0044. And so it was a plunge lock. I mean, it was a titanium plunge lock for $340. You can get a Malibu or a Mordax cheaper. And it's an overpriced Kershaw. It's not a true zero tolerance knife. So it was not going to win going in. If that knife was a Kershaw and priced quite a bit less, it'd be a nice knife. It's still a nice knife, but it's way overpriced for what it is. And it doesn't compare when like I told you, my intro to ZT has been so anti-ZT, starting off with an automatic button lock and then going to a manual plunge lock.
Brother. I got some ZTs for you.
Oh, that's crazy, Mick.
This is the one that you need to start out with. This is the 0308.
Yeah, Tristan was just saying that the 0308 is a real ZT before you pop that open.
Okay. Here's my favorite out of all of them is the 0550 Hinderer design.
Yeah.
This is buttery smooth.
And it looks like it's got really good ergos.
It does. It's fantastic. Then we got the 0560, which is like an XM24 size.
Yes.
And this is a beast. LMAX steel. Now, okay, this is of the era where they did not properly heat treat the LMAX steel. But Darkwater, I bought this off of Darkwater. He carried it downrange in Afghanistan and Iraq, 2 tours. And
I'd say that one's heat treated well enough then.
Still factory edge on this is still sharp as could be. And he beat the piss out of it, he said. So
Brown
okay,
Sugar 69, what's going on, sis? How are you?
and then this is probably the best out of all of them. The 0562.
Yeah.
This is 20 CV.
YTMP, what's going on? How are you today? Yeah, this is one that I
What's the name of that?
opened up earlier today. This is the Gen X Primark. And what I'm finding this described as is a Chinese mid-tech. And I'm trying to find out more about it. Like I legit just opened this thing. And it is stunningly well made. And it's Vanex. It's definitely overbuilt, but we've got zirconium, big ass zirconium thumb studs. And then all of this is zircotai.
What's that, about $500?
Yeah, 529. We've got this floating mid-back spacer and back spacer that are pressed in somehow to give it this faux integral feel. I have to look at how these are pressed in. It said something about like I don't remember the actual wording that they used on it, but it's crazy. And then it's got this this pocket clip here that has beautiful milling, and it's hinged to go in and out of the pocket easier.
That might be a problem with me.
I haven't carried it to see how well it like if it'll stay in the pocket.
You're probably not gonna notice it for how long you got it. I'm worried long range down,
Yeah. Yeah, and honestly, it's not like I'm gonna throw this thing in my pocket and go jump on the Harley or go do anything crazy with somebody else's $500 Gen X.
I get that. I was just talking if you're going to buy one of those and you're going to carry it,
But yes, if you were carrying it, this is something that the spring may need replaced in the future, or the pin.
Yep.
Either one could go out. It's got two pieces that could. But it is
all right, Brian.
chunky.
Brian got a T-tail, the CW folder, and I wanted one, but it's a button lock, so I got my Padre instead. But he says it's a beast.
Yeah. What up, Eagle Scout? Yeah, definitely. WarRoom and I were both talking that tonight might end up being a shorter episode, but definitely we'll have you on a future episode.
Who's that, Bladed?
Eagle Scout EDC.
Oh yeah, we'll get you on with us, bro.
Yes, and Bladed Ginger, we'll get you back on to talk about this badass Cardington. Robo Steve, what's going on, homie?
I'm gonna throw out an invite, and he might not be here right now, but I would really like to get Jim Miller on here.
Yeah, get him on to show off his knives, his selection, and just chat, just talk and chat.
Yeah, the man is
not his collection, but his pockets for the day. Because you know that they're loaded. Man, look at that. That is nutty.
Hey,
but there's also a knife that came with this in the pass around that I just don't get, that I'm going to have to show. Jim Tagliaferra, what's going on? Member Kripple Krew Inc. How are you, homie?
Yeah.
TKE, what up? Lurking and driving home, so he's probably not going to be able to tag everybody.
TK, hit me up with your address, please.
Blades,
ship this to you. What I got?
Blades for You has a Casey carry today with custom acid stonewash Scooby Dust Devil, Kansept Thunderhead, oof, Tempest Microburst, OLED i3 TEOS, Big Idea Design pins. Yep. Ooh, Aries dropping them teasers. Them teasers. Carry my Neutron 2 with Python micarta. Hell yes. And the Para 3 10B.
I've got two of them. That's why I wanted because yeah, but you get what I'm saying. I'm sorry, DBD.
No, yeah. Mrs. Deadly. I'll remember Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on, sexy?
What's happening, Mrs. Deadly?
He says, "Will do." Is it the Dixon?
I don't have addiction, bro. I'm not $600. I got a blessed coming up to pay for, bro.
The only knife I have that is a $600 knife is one I didn't pay for. And that was the gift from Zach in the Wild over at Boker. And that is my M4. Now,
That's
all told, yeah. All told, my my PM2, my standard PM2 with the Ultim and the pocket clip, that one has over 400 in it. Matriarch 2, Civivi and Cindy, Cricket Spew, Ginger Fisher, remember Kripple Krew Inc. Yeah, that one, the Medford for sure. Blades for You says I have $30,000 in credit card debt because of buying knives. Then what's another few hundred more? Will you pick me up that SMKW exclusive Shaman? Oh man, I want that thing so bad. That dropped today.
Somebody drop a 10V REC today.
Hinderer Collector says Hinderers are $425 and XM24 are $595. And yes, I've seen pictures of Hinderer Collectors collection, and I know most of them are not base priced Hinderers.
No. There's the XM18. I haven't got nearly as many as he does. He laid out his spread, and I guarantee you there's probably $30,000 worth of knives there.
Yeah, oh yeah, easily. I saw a picture of his collection recently, and I showed it to Mrs. Deadly, and I'm like, "There's at least 30K right there in that picture."
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, okay, yeah, no, we're more than that because it's up to 61 Hinderers.
Wow.
That's a couple. Yeah, so we're talking 45 probably with some of the stuff that he's got. Now, here's a knife that makes no sense. So, this is the Reich Tiso, and it's the stylist Richard Wu. But so we've got this faux integral back strap, right? Cool. You know, it's one of the ones that you can remove and get to the knife. Yeah, you know, that's cool because that's awesome for ergos. We've got this. Can I come up? Can I show you? If not, oh, you want to show some Hinderers? Is that what you're asking? I can send you a link. But so faux integral. We've got this real nice pivot, stylized pivot, you know. Open it up, going kayaking tomorrow. Yeah, we'll hook up on one of these Thursday nights and do have you join the live if you're down. Brian F, what's up? So we've got this beautiful crown spine, right? This thumb stud apparatus that is pretty big, and it also acts as an external stop pin, which is very cool, but it's very comfortable. Oh, I'm roboing. It's very comfortable all the way up here, right? So crown spine, this awesome thumb ramp, this integral feel on the back strap, and it's skinny as hell, and nothing down here is chamfered. This is all sharp angles. All the way from here to here is sharp angles and skinny knife. It is so uncomfortable. Neil Mack, remember Kripple Krew Inc., what it doing, homie? You have all of this comfort, all of this built in for comfort on top. And then the bottom is just left. It's so uncomfortable. It's Reich Knives, not a Reich knife, I believe. It's where'd the thing go? Yeah, Reich knife. So what's hilarious is Katuo. Every Katuo model that I've checked out has been, even if it's not for me, has been done amazingly well and very comfortable. And the Katuos all seem worth the money. Every Reich I have handled has had stuff about it that I don't like. And they don't seem worth the money. It's the same company. But this knife makes no sense to me. All they would have had to do is round this off down here. Chamfer the scales on the bottom, and it would have completely changed the knife. And then this has the back strap that pops off.
Blades for you. I don't have any problem with it. They're fantastic, if you ask me.
Yeah, this is one of the dumbest things. So don't be surprised that when you see this on a video, folks, and I do not recommend it because I don't like this, and I don't. You would have to spend so much time softening the edges on this to make it even worth carrying, and even then, it'd be so thin back here that it wouldn't be very comfortable.
What's that run? I like the blade on it.
Yes, the blade is great. The whole top of the knife is fantastic as well. It's so stupid. I don't understand why they stopped. It runs $365.
Give me the Katuo Yakuza for that kind of money.
Absolutely, every Katuo that I've handled has been very well made and worth the money.
In fact, I traded mine to Brian White, and I'm really thinking about getting another one. I missed that knife.
Yeah, the Yakuza I haven't handled it yet, but it's still one of my favorite of the designs that I've seen from them. Yeah, it's a pricey boy. What's up, John Takamori? And it's so uncomfortable. And all they had to do was chamfer the scales, which everybody else does now. Another one that I was looking forward to checking out came in from our boy Luke. The Hydro came in.
That's a banger, bro.
I'm going to tell you, I don't like CEO style knives. I don't like thin knives like this. I like this knife. The action. I would actually probably leave the flipper tab, as weird as that sounds for me.
Delete all flipper tabs.
the I don't know. The more I check it out, the more I actually would want it gone, because then you'd have this flat spot here. No, it would get. I would want to delete the flipper if I had it. But the flicking action is phenomenal, and it is a very nice, well-made little knife.
There isn't one of Luke's designs that I played with that I don't like. A lot of them I love, absolutely love. That's one.
It's definitely skinny enough for a CEO style knife, Robo. And that style. But it feels like a very comfortable, tactical EDC steak knife. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, it's the perfect size to pull out and use for a steak knife. And it's a great shape for it. And it's something that won't scare anybody. But it locks in back here. And then you've got, the poon action for your EDC stuff. I like this more than any of the other skinny knives I've reviewed.
That looks like that'd be a great, going out on a town knife to put in your pocket.
Date knife.
Yep,
or exactly. If you're taking the misses out, or if you were, like we had quite a few banquets we've had to go to over the last several years at the school, and I'm always pulling a knife out to cut my steak, and on school property at a banquet. This is not a scary knife, but man, it's a nice knife. Yeah, it's a nice pocket steak knife, and it's not in a bad way. I honestly haven't checked out a Kaiser original, homie. JH just bought a resold ProTech Godfather. Thought he spent enough money on knives this month, but it came along at a price he couldn't refuse. Yeah, well, that happens, right?
I only have one ProTech.
Flipper tabs and button locks all belong to me, says Jim Cox. Nope. Flipper delete the world and cover it in Ultim, and WarRoom don't do the button locks.
I've got a few button locks, but they're not my thing.
You got a Bloom. Yay, yay, yay. You got a Koopy Bloom, Brian. Which one did you get? Which one? I'm going back up to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Yeah, definitely church carry. There you go.
Yay, yay. As DBD would say.
All right. Here we go. Yay, yay. Don't own a single ProTech. I don't yet either.
I got such a deal on this, I couldn't pass it up. This is TR3, and I got it for $100 bill.
Yeah, that's a stupid deal. And that's one of the ProTechs if out of the ProTechs, it's the manuals mainly that I'm interested in. They have several button locks that I am interested in. That's one of them. But also of their OTFs, I would like to check out a Godson and a Godfather. I think I'd be more likely to carry a Godson. I dislike Ultim blades for you, says. Well, there's a lot of folks that do, but it's cool, man. Just buy it. Whenever you see it, buy it and send it to me. Hey. You got the Black Mike Carter, but you're probably going to make your own scales. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, DBD, show them what I got rid of. I had a smidge of Ultim in my collection, and I got rid of it.
Yeah, not even full Ultim scales. WarRoom couldn't even do the Ultim burlap combo on the Kaiser Mini Mystic.
It, bro. Okay.
And that's my top 2 favorite materials right there.
Well, it's a fit for you, bro. I'm happy for you, son.
I didn't think I wanted a Mini Mystic.
It's great
until I handled that aluminum and acrylic one.
I
just because it's not my style.
I think that's better.
But this is it. When I got it in hand, it was comfortable. And this one with the Ultim and the burlap micarta and 154 cm instead of more nitro V makes me happy. First picked up a Protec Malibu in 3V. Heard a Protec's automatic action was some of the best. Yep, that's one that I still need to check out. Is the full size Mystic.
This is not going anywhere. This is one of my favorite knives.
William Hornbossel put new LEDs on the Street Glide today. He showed it to me. It's coming along. That's a nice bike. I love Street Glides. I had one almost the exactly like his before I went to Road Glide. Yeah, Ultim's not your style. Yeah, cool. That's cool. Just grab it and send it to me. I'll take all of it. Mordax was one of the first fairly modern U.S.-made knives that sent you on this journey. And now that's another collection that I would love to take a look at. Micarta, copper, titanium, and carbon fiber. Yay.
I'm just going to say this, man. You know, that's what's beautiful about the knife community and all the choices. We are living in the greatest era of knife collecting there is. And yeah, I mean, you can get anything that you want. And I bust balls. And if I'm not busting your balls, it means I don't like you. So
you are 100% correct, brother. There is budget dope, there's premium dope, American knives, Chinese knives, Taiwan knives. Right here on this table, there's American, Chinese, and Taiwan made knives. There is, knives from under $40 to a few $100s, and there's stuff for everybody out there. I prefer it with the black, but I have plenty of Ultim and satin. I have both. I just like Ultim. Great Southern Treadkill. What's going on, my man? Getting a custom from Aries? Yes, that is the way. All hail Agatha.
Yep. Hang on, bro. I gotta get
all hail Agatha.
Stubby.
And there's Stubby.
Can you tell that we have a similar taste? Caleb handled mine, and he says Caleb's spike is absolutely gorgeous with the Kieranite handles. But he handled mine. He goes, "Yeah, I see why you want yours the way it is."
Damn. Oh wait, that's not the one I meant to click. Damn. Jason Beecher says, "Is that why you never bust on me, WarRoom?" He's like, "Damn, you don't like me, homie."
Nah, bro. If we got into it, I'd bust on you. We don't chat a whole lot, bro. Sorry.
Robo Stevo says, "No fair. I want a spike." Man, you missed out on the drop. It was 2 weeks ago, and it went in 4 minutes. Less than 4 minutes, actually. I'm gonna pull up the picture that Tristan sent.
When I first met Brian, right?
Yeah, no tip down or gun move. Duck that guy. Go ahead, brother.
I first met Brian on a chat. I ducked into his chat that he does with his other partners, broke ass, and we were talking, and he goes, "Yeah, OG Ball is giving away a Kumu. Fuck Kumu. Excuse my French, but that's what he said." And so I go over to G Ball, and guess what I won? That Kunwu that he was giving away.
Hell yes. Kunwu they make beautiful knives. The ones I've checked have all been phenomenal. William Hornbossel's getting a Bush Hawk with purple Kieranite and purple haze with Kydex. Damn, that is so gonna be nice.
Beautiful knife. I got a couple.
We were talking about the golden age of knives over here, and Gary says we're like eating in front of hungry African children.
I love you, brother. Hey, I
It's
gotta get,
okay. I'll take all of their ultim too. Screw them. They don't need it.
Brian, thank you, sir.
We have been living in the
I got
golden
rid
age
of
of
that
knife
knife just with
steels.
dark water, by the way. Hey, I got to give a couple shout outs real quick. So I lost a couple things while I was in Atlanta. I lost my favorite Hank, which was my Punisher Hank by Mad Yakko, and I lost what was it, a Fenrir Kansept that I jewed him down. I've been wanting for a long time, jewed him down and got it. And the day we came home, I lost it. Couldn't find it anywhere. But on the Hank front, I called him up and he goes, he couldn't get the material, but he has a little bit and he'll make me one, or he's going to order me some more. Man, if you guys get the chance, support Yakko. He does you right. I've
Mad
got like
Yakko
17 of his
absolutely
Hanks.
does.
And if you call him up like that and just out of the blue say, "Hey man, dude, I lost this and could you make me another?" He's like, "Yeah."
We got Jim Miller going on Sergio as well.
I met Sergio at Blade Show and talked to him. He's a douchebag. Plain
That's
simple.
what everybody said. So this is my newest Mad Yakko Hank, and it's as beautiful as all my other Hanks. And I just realized the other day that it looks like a Picasso version of Patrick Starfish from SpongeBob SquarePants.
I got one that's gonna make Robo jealous.
But and then to speak of yay fishing.
That was made especially. This material is Robo's, I think, and he had some extra and even embroidered it for me. WarRoom EDC.
Yeah, that's awesome. This Hank here, this really nice one. That one's, yeah, you have one of the same material that I do. That one right here.
Exactly.
And then we both have this one as well.
I don't have that one.
Oh, I thought you did.
I did. I gave it to Darkwater.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna say I know that you did because there was only a few of these in the beginning. And then this one I use quite frequently. I love this one. And my other Mad Yakko, a lot of people are familiar with because they see me with my glow in the dark leaves Hank by Mad Yakko. But Mad Yakko sent, if you could only go to one this fall, Blade Show West or Spyderco Factory Second Sale.
Factory Second.
Factory Second Sale versus Blade Show West. Now, if I end up going to Blade Show West, it's because I'm going there for TRM. But like, if you were choosing one to go spend money at, that Factory Second show.
Yeah, I jump all over that.
But this one here, Mad Yakko sent in to support the Kripple Krew, and this is going to be given away very soon with a. Nope, I'm not going to tell you guys yet. I'm not going to tell you guys until it gets here. But I will tell you that a company that I love shipped a knife today for the Kripple Krew. And somebody is going to win that knife and this Hank and be just insanely stoked. That's all I'm going to say. This beautiful Hank made in America is going to come with a beautiful made in American knife, and y'all will have to wait to see anything else.
You should know that about Medford going in, bro.
Yeah, that's like sending a fake Benchmade to Benchmade to get sharpened. You
And
send
that's
them a fake bug out, they're gonna throw it away. They're gonna break it and throw it away. Yeah, I believe he has more of them, Mick. And when I checked, he had a couple more with this fabric, and I really like it. I thought about keeping this one and giving away the Picasso Patrick Starfish, but I had to keep the neon colors. And these flowers look great. It's got the same awesome material that he uses. I only use his cloths now on my glasses, and I use them during every single knife review. When you see me wiping a blade off to get my fingerprints off while I'm taking pictures or recording, it's always a Mad Yako Hank.
my Mad Yakko hanks are strictly for these, bro. Strictly for those. They are the best for your glasses.
Yes. Yes.
And here's my second shout out, North Carolina Blades. This is a custom knife factory Echo Troll. This is their budget brand. This is S35BN G10. Excellent build quality with steel liners, G10 backspacer, excellent build quality, and this is like $100. They have some on there for $69.
Is North Carolina Blades the store that's the retailer?
And NC Blades, yeah, that's where you can find these.
NC Blades, gotcha.
Go get you some. They're fantastic.
Well, hopefully he remembers Garrus, but yeah, that'd be funny to hear Blaybarker kicking off in some foul Afrikaans. Blades for you. You'll never support Greg Medford. He's a douche. You know, there are people that feel that way, for sure. There's Matt Yako's Hank, dropped by our boy Marco. Thank you for doing that, my friend.
Thank you, Marco. Mad Yakko's fantastic.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to pop into the control room over here so that I can pin that link. You can also get your Mad Wax at that link. And Mad Wax right now is treating me just as good as my Wicked Wax.
And also him and 1931 Leatherworks are teamed up, and they do double wide EDC.
Yes, that's the link that's posted right now. The Paragon gravity knives do look really sick. You kind of want to buy something Medford just because he creates angst. It is funny. There is a whole community around hating him. Marco is an amazing mod. First, shout out to everybody who helps. I really appreciate it. I know my channel has more mods than most because I want people to be able to drop and share and all of that. But definitely shout out to Marco. I appreciate you. And all of the Brian F is another one that's always dropping links. You know, I just appreciate all of you guys.
Hey, Jim, we want you on the program to discuss knives and talk with us one Thursday.
What's that?
I was talking to Jim Miller. I said, we want you on here one of these days.
Yes.
Talk knives with us, brother. Talk with the community. I've got a couple Medfords. I love his knives. Knives are bangers.
The knives look awesome.
Their build quality is awesome. People say they don't cut worth shit. They do, but they're a certain kind of knives. They're not slicey.
It's not a paper slicer. It's an Armageddon knife.
Yeah. You can definitely take this down range.
Jim Miller says he's camera shy. Hey, Jim, I don't ever show my face.
Yeah, just put some knives on the table and point it down and talk with us.
Only WarRoom and a few people have ever seen my face.
This is a Medford, big thick Medford. Did you guys see that? No, probably not.
That's nice. That's right. It's an FAFO knife for sure.
Yep.
Jim Miller says the Slim Midi is a very good knife.
I don't have a Slim. I got the regular MIDI Marauder.
I don't have that one, William Hornbostel.
Does the same
Oh,
thing.
and some of the Mad Yako patterns, you know, when he runs out of material, those are taken down and he puts new ones up.
And I have to thank Brian and Kelly White for turning me on to Medford.
John Tagamori didn't know CKF had budget blades. I didn't either, homie, until WarRoom showed me his after Blade.
They turned me on to this too, Kelly and Brian.
Yeah, but Brian White has a few Medfords. Yay.
Oh, he's got some nice Medford.
Brian F says, with so many amazing knife options and brands, I choose not to support assholes regardless of how good the knife is. Word. And that's another awesome thing. There's so many other places to spend your money if you want to.
Well, you know, Brian brought up a good point too about fixed blades. Why are you buying, you know, fixed blades from overseas? There's plenty of people in the United States that build fixed blades. You know what I'm saying.
You say that, and then we all rock Kubi Blooms.
I understand. I support Scott. That's why. It's a knife maker here that I know. I go to his house all the time. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I'm just saying it's funny because then there's reasons for knives from everywhere.
Yep.
But I do think you should support our local makers. Obviously, picked up one of the Workshop reverse Tonto and 3V. Dude, those look so sick. JH, that's one of the knives that I'm most excited about. That's the ones you can swap over to auto if you want. The big boy Chris had was mine. I didn't say Conway Medford didn't have good knives, just their owners are, yeah, word.
You know, yeah, I agree with that.
Here's a crazy one.
All right, there's a crazy knife. Let's just call that
the half breed blades.
Yeah, that's what, almost 12 ounces of pure steel. 1/4-inch 3V. The liners are 420 SJ.
Yeah.
This right here is K110. He treated the
Chill, it's okay. UPS, stop it. UPS is bringing a package. Sun's getting low off the dollar store to just a headlamp. Roger that, William Hornbostel.
So that tipper right there. You know what I found out at Blade Show?
What's that?
The designer of that is Fred DeLugg's son.
Yes, Edgy American is Fred DeLugg's son. That's why I was going to bring this up. The Voyage Blade Works Outland fixed blade is under $100 and made in USA. Damn! J1 Doobie, what it do, my man? What it do?
Which one's a tattoo knife?
Satu Dave. Which this one is Edgy Blade Works.
No,
which
you're
is
talking about the size of a knife.
for
Tattoo Dave. Tattoo Dave doesn't do small knives.
Hey, chill.
Overbuilt beast.
Thanks. It's just more knives. But yeah, check this wicked. You got to see these at Blade Show. But yeah, this wicked pelican-like blade would be very useful. And it's insane what a small package it becomes. Yeah, the Medford you were showing is what he meant. Or the half-breed. Thank you, baby.
That's an Australian built knife.
Let's see what came in. All right. Put this one away.
Sorry, Neff, have you ever tried EDCO knives?
Did you say EDCO?
EDCO.
Oh,
Like Lake Erie?
Erie, yeah, Erie, like Lake Erie.
Yeah.
My two favorite USA knives currently are Lagata, as far as fixies go. Though I do, of course, love my undertow fixie as well. But, and then it's my TRM Neutron 2 comes in as my favorite folder overall, US.
That's a
Man,
US.
Wiggles and St. Both were hollering at the delivery man. And but let's see what is in this box, our package. Can I show any of this? We got a package. Let's use this to open it. You know, knives are worth whatever people are willing to pay for them. True.
Just
Like
got
their opinions on if Strider knives are worth. WarRoom has Strider.
No, I do not have a Strider.
Oh, I thought for some reason
I
I thought
told you
you
I was
did.
going after. I told you I was going after a Strider after I get Donnie's knife. I'm going after a Strider, and I'm going after one of Shane's thugs.
Yeah, God, that's why I was thinking it. Let's see. Man, I wish Kubi put the name of the knife on the outside of the packaging instead of the model number. Oh wow. So that's funny.
Got
I can compare
huh?
this to the premium right now before they're all out of here. We've got a Kubi. Oh, I thought this was the Rat, but this is a Pigal. Yeah, it is definitely not as comfortable as my Mark II. Cool knife though. Ultim Pical from Kubi.
JH. I just have to say that yes, but it's not that. It's I haven't never owned a Strider. I want to own a Strider to find out whether I like it or not, and whether I want more. You understand? I've got Hinders, Medfords, Chris Reeves. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. It's one of the knives I want to own.
Yeah.
The aspect of yeah.
Yeah, Strider's higher on my list for me than Reeves and Hinderer. But that's just me.
I tell you,
I don't mean quality build or anything. I just mean they're all on my wish list. But Strider is a little higher on my wish list. But this is
what'd you get?
the KB Sudden.
That's beauty. I played with that one.
Got that beautiful Demantium, or whatever they're calling that carbon fiber. I'm gonna have to look it up. It obviously just got here. Damtanium, I think. You got this. Wow, the way they did this backspacer is beautiful. That
You like the
jimping.
colorway?
What's that?
You like the colorway?
I would take it. I wouldn't build a collection around it. Like I wouldn't look for this in a bunch of knives. I wouldn't want to have a ton of it.
I'm not talking about the carbon fiber. I'm talking about the bronze. That is bronze, isn't it?
Yeah,
Titanium?
bronze stonewash.
Yeah, I don't like that. I would like the blue with the raw titanium.
Yeah, I can see that.
I just don't think that's a good colorway. It's just my personal opinion.
That front flipper is perfection. Oh, wasn't planning on getting any hinders, but then you saw an XM24 warranty with in-house customization. Nice for $400. Man, every method of deployment on this. And then the ergos.
We were talking about custom made blades too. Let him get off on his knife for a while.
Yeah, I love this particular combo, Tristan. It's just like I said, I wouldn't build a whole collection of this combo, but on this knife, I think it looks beautiful. And I think that the carbon, this colorway of the carbon fiber goes with the black wash blade so well. It's so comfortable too. And there's one more KB knife that came in.
Let me shout out Brian F real quick.
Go for it.
Here's another USA made blade. This is by Dustin Driver. It's a driver defense, and this is absolutely fantastic little knife. This is in 1095. This is down around. This guy lives down around Huntsville, Alabama. He makes small batch knives. He does folders too, and just fantastic knives.
Nice. What does something like that run?
I got this one for I think $205 after Blade Show. After not Blade Show, but after a Blade Show that he didn't sell. This is one of the ones that he didn't sell there. It was a small little local show, but I think they're up around his Magna Cut blades are up around 255, 270, someplace in there. But they're all hand built, you know.
That's got to be gorgeous, Jim Cox. Blade Runner Outpost has one of those Kubi's KB strollers in black DLC with 80s camo.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
1095, Tristan. That particular one was 1095.
Right.
And then the other KB knife that just came in. Oh, nice action. Is the Sudden. This one is not me. I can tell right away.
I don't like that knife at all.
It's a nice looking knife. And this has that same damtanium. But I think it looked better on the stroller. And I actually, now that I see it with a lighter, I like it with the bronzed and the black wash blade compared to this. Now that we're seeing what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. Let me pull the other one out real quick. I don't want to set these down on any other knives. I got a lot of open boxes now. All right. Yeah, I really actually really like it with the bronze blade black or bronzed tie black blade combo. Now that I'm seeing them side by side.
My wife just came home, got home early from work today.
Well, you can bounce if you want, brother. If you want to go spend some anniversary time with her, that's fine, brother.
It's all good.
You've been on for an hour. I'm not kicking you off. I'm just saying everybody would understand, brother.
I want to show you guys something. This is in Kosi, right?
You'll get it. I've seen you do it. There you go.
I haven't seen too many people do that.
I've seen you do it, but
gotta get it just right. There we go.
Yeah, you check all of them now after that shaman.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right. Speaking of which,
Lady Ginger said he'll join if you take it off. That's the one. That's the one right there that made me fall in love with shamans. The front flip on that was so nice, and I love the ergos with the micarta.
Like you said, this is my old lady. This is my favorite.
Man, that Smoky Mountain Knife Works that dropped today is, oh, Gareth, have a great night. Rest of your night, homie. Always good to see you. But yeah, oh, that is nice. That is nice. Yeah, that Smoky Mountain Knife Works one that dropped today with the DLC S45EN and the black micarta.
I played with that at Blade Show. I take that over the 10B, just because of my card is so beautiful on that.
Yeah,
It's a gorgeous looking knife.
and the 10V one looks amazing too.
It does.
If I was given one, I'm not going to say no.
No, I mean,
but if I was spending that money today, I would get the Smoky Mountain Knife Works one.
I agree.
I messed up and put the wrong email address in, like when I was logging into my Cecil account, and it switched my account from an email address that it was on before, that I forgot it was on one of my other email addresses, but it switched it to my EDCwithDBD. But because I switched the information, it dropped the purchasing power back down to $50.
You gotta be kidding me.
No. I was like, ooh, I could sizzle the hell out of that shaman. And like, I know I got no outstanding balances for a while. I want that shaman. Yeah. But then it was like, oh, account change resulted in new balance or new purchase power. And it's like, but your payment streak will increase it. And I'm like, dude, if I was only $50, I wouldn't sizzle it.
But you're gonna have to.
Yeah. If I decide, if I want to build the sizzle back up, that pisses me off.
Yeah, but it's well.
It was my mistake. I did it to myself. But it also put the brakes on trying to sizzle that thing today.
Well, it just meant that you're not supposed to have it yet, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get it. Probably get a good deal on it. Or somebody else will get one and give you a good deal on something else.
Yeah. Yep, it'll happen. And there's also we've got a knife brother on here that took those scales that you have on the CTSX HP off. What did do, Dan Stan? Remember Kripple Krew Inc. Took them off and put them on to put tie scales on, and said that if I get one with any other blade steel and want those micarta ones, I can have them.
I like the way the micarta feels.
Yes, because that's what I want is micarta for sure. The cell-shaded paint job, I think it looks sick on knives, like in pictures. I've only seen it in pictures. I haven't had one to see how it holds up over time. Like, I don't know if it holds up like a PVD, or if the first few times you use the knife, it starts to look like crap. So I don't know enough about the cell-shaded paint job stuff to know if I like it. I've seen some amazing knives, I've seen some great jobs that people have done, and it looks like you're looking at a comic book or a cartoon.
Oh yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about now.
But I don't know if it's just like a paint, if it's gonna wear off the first time I use the knife and sweat on the handle and stuff. So if there's anybody on here that's had it and knows, because if it's like a Cerakote that's gonna stay on there for a while, that would be cool. Ron Dobbins, member Kripple Krew Inc., is carrying the Vero Mini Lux Titanium scales, the James Brand Chapter 2, Chavez pry bar, and a Big Idea tie pin with the G-Shock watch. Yeah, there's some really gorgeous Heretics. I've seen some sick cell-shaded jobs on Devo Premium Pony Stouts. I want both of these.
The Simon's bitching, but
Yes.
to match somebody else I know.
The Sibin and the Silo. Isn't that what the other one is?
Silos. The Silo's the one I got up. The Simon's the one that's Edgy Blade Works.
Yeah. Yeah, another Fred the Lug Sun knife.
Yep.
And wicked cool.
But I traded this one off to Brian F. And he did me right on the trade. He really did.
Yeah.
I miss this knife so much I went out and got another one. That's how good that
I can see it, the sounds that it makes.
Hang on, Gareth left already, didn't he?
He said he did. It has a chonk and a ting. It is just cool acoustics. Great front flipper. I'm not gonna do that over knives, actually.
That's Gareth. That's a dark water special.
That looks fantastic.
The lighting in my doesn't do it right.
Is that the one that he did while you guys were at Blade?
No. He did this the day he was leaving for Blade, and this came in dull. Well, it's now got a 3000 grit edge on it.
Brian F says Silo is amazing. Thanks, WarRoom. Yes, this Sibin is very sick. I love how it has the little hook at the end there. But
that's a very useful knife, man. You think, Dad, what are you gonna use? It's a very useful knife.
That tip is perfect for a lot of the cutting that I do. And either a pinch grip or utility grip with this finger ramp right here is fantastic, but it's also very comfortable for your thumb in a saber grip. It's a well done, wicked bladed knife. I'm a big fan of both of these.
Yeah, I love their frag too.
Jason Beecher, always appreciate you, brother. You're thinking about getting a silo and putting washers in it?
Silo and putting washers in it. I would be down with that.
Yeah. I do like the ting it makes when it drops.
Yeah, that blade is really heavy too.
It would probably break in washers pretty quickly.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be perfect for washers.
Man, the jimping all the way out.
It's nice, isn't it?
All the way out. It has all the jimping in the world, folks.
My fingers are so long I can actually wrap around that front tip. I wish it had it up there, but can't have it.
Right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it would be cool to just run it the rest of the way down the blade.
It's excellent knife.
Have you seen the accelerator from Artisan? Yeah. You got the Thai one with the frag, Nick. I know that one. Which is better? I like this microfiber that
Bladed ginger.
Specifically Madyako's microfiber. I don't know what he's ordering it from, who he gets it from, but I've tried other Hanks. This Madyako's, and it's on all of my Magyakos. Magyako's microfiber is the only one that I use for my glasses.
Yeah, I agree.
Neil to the Mac. Have a great day.
Later, Neil.
A great night. Appreciate you hanging out, brother.
Hey,
But this one is in my pocket right now because there's always one on me for glasses.
I got a bees hank in my back pocket right now.
Yeah. I keep even when there are times that I'll carry like a blue elephant hank, but it's almost always in my pocket, Mad Yako, just for my glasses. This is a nice hank, and I use them quite a bit. I love this pattern.
Yeah, that's a salty bitch. I love that.
But this fiber does not work nearly as nice on my glasses.
So, Brian F., have you tried out Tenable Fenrir with the top liner lock now?
Oh. I want to try out one with the top liner lock.
Because they're fantastic. I mean, let's get real. I mean, now that they put because I got rid of I had the Fenrirs from the button locks, and I got rid of them. I'm not a button lock guy, but now that they're top liner lock, I'll buy them again.
Yeah. Here's that exclusive Shaman, Jim. This.
Look at that.
That DLC S45 with the beautiful black micarta. Black hardware, of course.
Okay. But let's that's black micarta. That's not black micarta. I don't care what you say. That's more of a gray. I've seen the knife.
Well, they call it gray canvas black micarta. Or no, okay. Gray canvas micarta is what they call it. It's the smoky gray.
Yep.
The smoky gray exclusive. So it's gray canvas with black DLC blade. And it's
not unreasonable for that knife.
It's not. It's not. If stupid says I had to reset my purchasing power.
Well, if I wanted to buy stuff that Brian didn't approve of,
I can talk to you tomorrow, Mud. I'll hit you up tomorrow, homie. Don't forget Forest Tanks. Yeah. I haven't checked them out, but Forest Tanks is on the EDC roundtable, which is awesome local makers with awesome locally made goods. And you can save money with code DBD10 on there if you want to save 10%. Not a Spyderco person, but you want a Shaman or Bodacious. I've checked out both.
A Spy 27 Bodacious right now you can get for $225, multiple places.
I've checked out both. Kansept won you over with the Practice and Thunderhead and the budget egress. Yep. The Bodacious is not nearly as comfortable to me
because it's flat scaled. It's not
the flat scales and the lack of choil change that knife dramatically. It goes from the Shaman is one of the most ergonomic knives that's ever melted into my hand before, to the Bodacious is just a cool big Spyderco. I like the shape of it, but it's not an ergonomic dream, which is the first thing I felt about the Shaman. I most likely, I don't foresee myself adding a Bodacious to the collection. It did not do it for me.
So, Blade Ginger asked me a question if I checked out the Snowdies at the
Blade Show
booth. Yeah, I did. I checked out the premium Snowdy like this, and it is a bunch smaller than this. It's like I had to pass on it. I wanted it bad. I had to pass on it because it's so much smaller.
Bodacious on Amazon for $205. On Amazon?
Mm,
I don't know about buying Spyderco's on Amazon, but that's me.
yeah, me too.
I've seen a lot of fake Spyderco's and Benchmades on Amazon. A lot.
I've seen bogus cold steel on Amazon too.
And Medfords and I mean just yeah, but a lot of bogus cold steel. You got to be careful with cold steel because there's also a lot of legitimate cold steel. Whereas there's not a lot of legitimate Spyderco on there.
When I buy cold steel, I go to what is it, Midwest or Midway, or I go to buy from Cold Steel when they got like 2-for-1s or something.
Yeah. What size are your inks? Small, medium, and large? I have a few of each. I would consider it's right here. My first EDC ink was this one, but Bodacious is right now Spy 27, 20250. Well, I'm guessing it's the Spy 27, but 20250 on White Mountain Knives with code DBD. That's a good price for a big Spyderco.
I think that's
it's just not me. Yeah, I've got one small one from Blue Elephant Hanks. And
make you one?
What's that?
Yakko didn't make you a small one?
Not yet. And I like this one because this one, when I'm traveling, this one goes into my pouches, and this is a perfect pouch size. I've got some of the more medium-sized ones, like Salty Bitch or my glow-in-the-dark leaves. But most of the ones that I have are larger. Either like this, or I have a couple that are even bigger. And I tend to prefer the medium size overall because like this one here carries very well in pocket, but it's easy. It's more useful than the little guy, especially if I need to lay it down. If I'm gonna put some stuff down and I want to cover it, it gives me a little bit more space than the little guy.
See, I got something for that, bro. Let me find it real quick.
But I prefer the medium size, but I carry any of them.
See this DBD? I think I've showed this to you. That buttons together and makes a small travel tray.
Yes, that is dope. Who did that one?
Bees Hanks.
I need to get one like that. I really like that.
Yep. Well, you can see.
I wouldn't buy a Spyderco from Spyderco Mud unless it was like in person at a factory sale. Do not ever buy one from their website because you will get raped. You will get taken advantage of in a very painful way without the help of lubrication. Spydercos on their website are always way overpriced, so that the $270 at a retailer looks like a phenomenal deal.
The only place that you buy things that you buy from Spyderco is when you're at the
seconds. Yeah, well, you buy their blims, their second sale. That's the only time you buy direct from Spyderco. Otherwise, you always get from somebody like Smoky Mountain Knife Works, GP Knives, Midway, Chicago Knife Works, Blade Knife Center. All of them get exclusive versions that are dope and way better priced than trying to buy stuff from Spyderco.
You heard me, right? Cutlery Shop.
Cutlery Shop's
got a Lynch Northwest that's all decked out with Lynch Northwest scales, the tip and everything. for I think like 270.
I think it's 280 with a pry bar.
Yeah, and
Isn't
it
it?
has MDV too.
Yes, and it's titanium scales from Lynch Northwest, and then a titanium pry bar on a PM2.
PM2. Yep.
Yeah, PM2 for less than $300.
Yep. And there was only I think 50 or 75 of them built.
Yeah, that's a really good deal.
They also have right now. They have the military, two, the big one, the 4-inch military. Not the para, the military.
The military too.
4-inch DLC with the orange handles like that for $225.
There's a factory second still going on today from Spyderco. Oh,
you got to be kidding me!
Oh, bad time to be out of funds. It's your anniversary. It's your anniversary.
Hey, that don't matter. You want me to show you what I got for my anniversary, bro?
Spy 27 better than S30V.
Honestly, yes.
Honestly, maybe slighter in some ways, but yeah, that's a great Father's Day or anniversary present. I mean,
it's actually both.
Man, the new version 2s are sexy as hell too.
Did you see the Blade Show specials? The titanium handles with the zirconia?
Yes.
Back. Oof. Sexy.
Ron Dobbins, thank you for that. Hit that thumbs up, homie. Much appreciated.
I didn't know if I showed you guys this one.
No, we were just letting you know, Mud, so that you never. I didn't want you to ever buy a knife from their website and get screwed. I would. If you want to get a Spyderco, I will definitely help you, brother. Go get the right one from somebody else.
Talk to me or talk to him. We'll get you a good.
Yeah. You got your Crewwear Para 3 for $149 on Father's Day sale. That's damn good. The Growler XL.
Yeah. I think I've already traded this one off to Brian White.
Oh, yeah?
For a Devo Lush.
Oh, the Lush is such a nice knife.
Yeah, I think. We're still trying to finalize. I'd still owe him some money. But you know what I'm saying?
Oh, by the way, I said I was going to show the pictures of Tristan's bike earlier, and I never did. These are the bikes that he sent, or the pictures he sent.
It's Tristan?
Yeah, this is the bike that he built up.
Nice.
I like it.
So,
Tristan, all stripped down. Brian F sent. Look at that pocket jank from Brian F. You can get all the. This has got glow in the dark in the middle, red, white, and blue glow in the dark. You got some pocket jank that you can get on the EDC roundtable. Make sure you guys. What's that, brother?
I need to get one of his fire starters, one of his Ferra rods.
Yes, I need to get one as well. We got Bladed Ginger's Hanks there that he has. Yeah, I need to get some of the ferro rods, and I need to get even more so for me, more useful for me, is I need to get one of his spoons. He makes some awesome carbon fiber dab tools. I have my awesome knot my knot tool for untying paracord. That is carbon fiber, fat carbon, and some beautiful wood from our brother Brian F. And my stand, there it is. As I said, just pulled it up. The stand should be right there. I have a matching carbon fiber and wood desk stand for it. Very, very cool. Our brother Brian F makes some awesome stuff.
He does.
And it's all available on the EDC roundtable.
I don't know if he's quite showing his scales yet, but his scales look pretty good too.
Yeah, you can talk to him if you want to get custom scales, micarta scales for the muskrat with glow in the dark liners underneath that are ooh fire.
I know he also does he does the he
Half
does
empty.
the
Have a good
Casey
one.
Trust Devils. My
Have a
bad.
great night.
I just looked over at Tristan's damn, that growler's so big it makes 4 hands. It's like normal. Later, you leaving
Yeah.
half?
Have a great night, half empty.
Yep.
Always good times.
Come on back next Thursday. We'll be here.
Man, I can't wait to show you guys. It's on the way. It's on the way. I can't wait to show you the knife that's going to be given away with this Hank.
You know, I got to know, right? You know.
I know. I know. It's all people's going to flip. It's going to be woo. I'm excited. You should have had Brian looking to making handles for a Geo. There you go. That'd be a trip. Oh yeah, get a micarta Geo.
Anybody want to trade something for that?
I like that as a boot dagger. Yeah, well, Evil Homie BDB does. The state of Washington, of course, hates it. That's a ZT. What model?
0150
And what's the steel on it, homie?
S30V.
That's nice. Tristan, are you saying you're taking off as well? Or I don't know if you're saying that or you're saying to half empty. If you are taking off, have a great night, homie. That is a wicked little dagger.
Yeah.
Bladed Ginger is very excited for it. Hey, can we get a good look at that sheath? Easily clip that onto a boot. You could remove the clip that it has and put an ulti clip on it.
Here's the thing too. Okay. You can take the strap off and it's got a little button. So when you reach down, you hit the little button and pull the knife. It retains.
Yeah, that's a nice little backup, especially if it's in your boot. It's nice to have that as a like a backup lock in case, there's oftentimes your pants might pull the strap loose or something. And you could take that clip off the back right there and put an ulti clip on the Kydex if you wanted to.
I think you can.
Okay, roger that, Tristan. You were just saying goodnight to him. Yo. I've got one on my belt right now. I'll take it off and show you, Jim. I have a couple of ulti clips that I've been using lately. I'll show you the two main knives that they've been on. So this is a 2x2 slim, and I have this on my muskrat. Right now I have it clipping onto my belt from the top and going over my belt so that this is hanging right with the handle directly in front of my belt buckle, so that all I have to do is reach down and pull it out.
You can reach with any hand and grab it out.
I loosened it up so that I could show you this real quick. I also will turn it this way, and I can clip it sideways, or I can drop it into a pocket, and with it like this clips into a pocket so easily. This is a 3x2 slim, and so this one is longer. Gives you more.
They make all kinds.
More attachments. Yeah, that one's that's an original.
Yeah.
They make so many sizes, but these clip on to a pocket or a belt or even a belt loop. 511 tactical pants. Some of them have a very wide belt loops in the front. and I'll clip this into the belt loop sideways so that it's like this with this right in front of my belt buckle. Yeah, wide ones like that that are on either side of on the front of my pants. And then I just clip this there because it puts it right in front of my buckle. But Ulti-Clip is my favorite of the like universal style mounting stuffs that I've found so far. They do just pinch, but they have a hook inside of the pinch as well, and very, very strong retention.
Oh yeah, it's not coming off.
I can tug on this when it's on my pants, and it will not come off. The retention on the Ulti-Clips is great, and I like using it. My favorite way to carry a fixed blade is either an Ulti-Clip or a strap, a scout loop. Those are my two favorite ways to carry. Yeah, I didn't know how to use it. That's cool. Yeah, you just align it, decide which pocket you want to carry it in. Like this one would be set up for a right front pocket dropper. And I was carrying this that way, the Boker Rhino. Or Little Rhino. I don't remember if it's the Little Rhino or the Rhino. I think it's the Little Rhino. But and then this one is currently set up to go on my belt. When I have it going in my front pocket, I'll switch it to this side. But yeah, I really like using either Ulti-Clips or scout loops.
Scout loops are
soft loops is just such an easy way to carry. And as long as you have a good thumb ramp on a sheath,
yep,
I don't need the crazy retention that this gives me if I've got a thumb ramp. But yeah, my favorite place to carry a fixed blade is directly in front of my belt buckle. That way, even if you're overpowered and your arms are trapped, you could typically reach down right in front of your pants and get a knife out. And it's just a comfortable, easy place to draw one quickly from. And I haven't found
that would be
a better way to do that than these two styles. I do not like the Tek-Lock style clips at all.
I've got a whole drawer full of them.
Yes. Yeah, ton of them. I don't care which brand makes them. I don't care which little stupid feature they add to it. I don't like them. And the ones that have the button on the bottom, oftentimes, if I've got the knife on my belt, when I sit down, it'll pinch that button open anyway. I haven't checked out TKO clips.
Oh, now I've got some right here. This is what.
Yeah, I've never tried the TKO clip.
They're fantastic. They really are.
I still have yet to handle TKO.
You've never handled? Oh, bro. Yeah. That was the 1.75. This is the 1.5. This is the one I would go for. This will fit most standard belts, and they're comfortable and they lock your knife in. Fantastic. Yeah. But now they're doing away from this and they're going to a wire clip that hooks around the belt. That's supposed to be really good. It's made by Ulti-Clip.
Yeah, I would have to go with the 1.75 or 1.5 wouldn't fit my belt. I wear a tall pistol belt. Yeah, that would work.
Yeah. Even if let me say this.
Well, then you could put that inside the waistband carry too.
Yes. Even if you have a shorter belt on this big clip, it retains fine. It's not going anywhere.
Hey, Bladed Ginger, you have a great night as well. I honestly didn't think we were going to be on this long, or I would have had you come on tonight. I thought we were going to be done about 40 minutes ago, but I do want to get you on and have you talk more about your amazing knife now that it is out. And folks, make sure I'm going to say this while Bladed Ginger's here. I know you want to talk to him about that dagger. One sec. Make sure you check out today's video, Cripple Dome Episode 2, the Triple Threat Edition, where this knife, his DEFCON Cardington, goes up against the Vosteed Leopard and the Zero Tolerance ZT0044. And let's just say you want to see that video because this baby holds its own. Go ahead, brother.
I just want to tell him, if you really want this, hit me up, bro. We'll work something out.
He does need a Cardington.
Yes, I do.
He does really need a Cardington.
Absolutely.
Tristan, we all and you'll start to see it's a trend in my videos that when I talk about a beef jerky Avenger or Defender grip, I will always say that, of course, the best knife to use in that type of situation is a fixed blade.
Okay.
However, you use the tool that's on you at the time.
I was going to say the best tool is the one that you
the one you have. The one you have and the one you can use right then.
Exactly.
Now there are knives that I would much less like to use for that situation, but if it was the only blade on me, I'm still gonna try to get down with it.
Get down, get down.
Oh, I got the last two WIXCO models in, so that I have checked out all 6 models now. This is the Prexton and this is the Ragnar. And it's like a smaller and a larger version. You know, the Ragnar's over 8 inches. Here it is next to the PM2. It is almost the exact same length as the PM2. And liner lock G10 with flipper that you could remove if you want because the blade hole is great. And then the smaller Prexton comes in aluminum scales. And still very nice action.
You got time to run over GP blades real quick?
Yeah.
Run over and check out that new Spyderco that just dropped. The new Rex 45 one.
Oh, the Rex 45 Urban.
Yep.
Yeah, let's pull that up.
Rex 45 is phenomenal steel too, especially by Spyderco.
And this is a knife that you could carry just about anywhere, unless it's, you know, you're dealing with metal detectors and stuff. But as far as
city laws,
as far as dealing with any city, county, or local laws, and overseas, this would be a knife to carry. All right, roger that, Bladed Ginger. Have a great night, homie.
Yes,
but
brother.
yeah, this Spyderco right here is one that you could carry in almost any country. It's a Rex 45 Urban. It doesn't lock, which is why it's legal. But it has a nice half stop anyway. And look at that choil. Your finger's going to be in the choil.
You're going to put your thumb up top and your finger in that choil. Yes. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, you're going to use it just like you would the blade on a Sage or a Manix. You can see it's the same blade, very similar blade shape. You're going to have your finger locked in underneath there and your thumb locked in on that jimping, and you won't be able to close that on your knife or on your fingers. If you're going anywhere that has strict knife laws, this is a really cool one to have and an unexpected sprint run. And the cheapest Rex 45 that I've seen anywhere.
Under $100, bro. That's phenomenal.
I've never seen Rex 45 for less than $100.
We're fixing to see different steels, you know.
Yeah.
It's gonna get crazy. I talked to the Niagara people, and the people that bought out the CPM at Blade Show, and yeah, there's going to be some different stuff coming.
Yeah. And this one is made in Italy. Very cool knife. Less than $100, Rex 45.
Let's just
And
say
you've got a 2.5-inch blade. And I wish it listed the length of the grip area, not from the front of the choil
say
to the back.
3.45 there.
I know that I think it was Neve's Knives that showed this one, I think, and he was able to get 4 fingers on it just barely. Very cool knife.
But you know, everybody talks about Italian steel; they don't heat treat right. If it's coming from Spyderco, guarantee it's heat treated right.
Spyderco's not letting anything go out with their name on it that's not properly heat treated.
Exactly.
That's controlled. That's whether it's their U.S. factory, Taiwan, Japan, China, or Italy. It's going to have good blade steel.
And someday this country is the best factory. I'd say it's Taiwan.
Yeah. Yeah, very similar to a Para 3 projectiles are Tristan. You know, it's going to have Spyderco ergos that you're used to. It's just going to be carryable in places that a lot of in certain places that other knives won't be. This is I'm going to say this is a beautiful knife. And I would love to have one of these. However, for this price, I can get a PM Mac 2 3.5.
You can get a shaman of your choice and another knife.
Yes. Yeah. I could get 2. I could get the 10V and the Smoky. But
you can get a Chris Reeves for that price.
Yeah, the whole Chinese mid tech. I don't think this is going to have the biggest market because I can get American mid techs for that.
You can get McNeese.
Like I said, you can get the McNeese PMAC2. You can get a Medford. You can get a Strider.
Yep. You could go low end Strider on that.
Yeah, low end Strider, but you can find them.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not gonna have the zirconium and zircotite, but I would still rather have a McNeese PM Mac 2, as dope as this is. I do think that the work that's done here is extraordinary.
It probably is, bro. Probably is.
Extraordinary, like amazing work. But over $500 for a Chinese mid-tech or a McNeese PM Mac 2, give me that one. I'll trade you any day of the week.
Nada.
But man, is it a cool knife.
Okay, this not only, but I got $100 Lynch Northwest clip on it too.
Like you definitely, for the price, as far as compared to other mid-techs, this is definitely does have a lot of extras that they wouldn't have at that price.
It does.
But it's not made in America. It's a Chinese mid-tech. And I have a lot of Chinese knives that I really like. I'm not dogging their knife making capabilities, but if I'm buying a mid-tech, I want an American mid-tech. But man, that's a beautiful knife. I'm glad I got to experience it and get to share it.
It's a beautiful knife. Definitely is.
I have a bunch of shipping ahead of me. I I just got a bunch of stuff out, but I had several different channels on the pass around that I was signed up for that all decided to hit at the same time, all coming from different people. And I was at different spots in the list on the different knives, but they all hit at once. So you guys are going to see a whole bunch of KB Knives, Kubi, and Kansept coming up.
Nothing wrong with that. They go good knives too.
Yay. You work in a Navy shipyard, would not want to carry that thing. It'd be wrecked in one day. I tell you what, I carry McNeese PM Mac 2 in the Navy shipyard any day of the week. Especially titanium and magna cut. Done. Oh, I will say, this is really cool about that knife. I almost forgot that I wanted to share this. Where did I put the box?
Yeah, you're gonna take your your truffles there, bro, to the Navy shipyard. I don't think so.
That truffles is a gorgeous knife.
Bro, hey,
Insane.
thank God he already had it picked out, because man, they had some beautiful knives there. He knew exactly what he wanted.
Yes.
Makes it feel that much easier, bro, and I appreciate that. You knew exactly what you wanted, because it was crazy there.
You can see this on the extras. This is running on roller bearings in big ol' chunky washers
I often wonder why they didn't do that.
that have an oil reserve. That's what this guy is running on. Is these nice heavy duty washers with roller bearings, not balls. It is beautiful action too. I'm gonna have to learn more about this knife though before I create a video on it.
Makes me look like I'm carrying a $30 budget knife here.
And what's funny is that one there is that's a $295 knife retail.
Yeah, I paid a lot less than that for it.
Yeah, no, I said retail. You were offered a McNeese by your knife, but told her no. What?
Offered a McNeese by his niece,
But told her no? Like for real?
he got a second truffles. If you saw his page today or his Instagram, he got a second one that looks really good too.
Hell yeah.
I think that's what he's talking about.
Well, no, Mick Ranger is the one that was talking about the McNeese.
Oh,
you raised her for, she wanted to buy you a McNeese and you told her not to spend the money. I get you. I'd have taken the McNeese and run. I'm joking, homie.
You can get some good stuff that's not quite that much if she really wants to buy you a knife. Yeah,
like a shaman.
That's a pretty good knife too.
TakCom. They're people don't understand, but his manufacturing, the company that they're using is top notch. Yes, which that one there in particular most likely came through and was actually OEM by FerraMonster.
You can see it's 101.
Yeah,
got a number in it.
FerraMonster is, even though they don't say it, FerraMonster is one of the 6 main OEMs that Bestech uses. And that one right there was probably OEM'd by FerraMonster.
Yeah. I love knives. HRC his knife 63.5 on the Magna Cut. That's pretty good.
That's perfect.
Um,
Between 63 and 64 is exactly what you want for the
yeah,
absolute maximum performance.
yeah. And I mean, the ergonomics, the jimping on that is solid. The ergonomics are fantastic on it.
Hell yeah. All right, brother.
It's all
I'm
good.
really feeling it, and I need to get up and move around.
Y'all have a great one.
But
Love y'all.
as always, much love, brother. And I had a good time. Always enjoy kicking it with you.
Man, Thursday nights I look forward to them. You know that.
Absolutely. I
Just to let
agree.
everybody know in the chat, we were talking about calling it off because neither one of us have been feeling right today. And it's like, nah, man, we can't do it. Look, we're gonna call it.
And
We're gonna call it early.
We still went 2 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, much love to the Kripple Krew. I definitely, we always appreciate you guys hanging out with us and kicking it on a Thursday night and spending your time chatting. This Saturday, Francois Massin is most likely going to be back on the channel to talk about his blade show experience.
Guys, he does sick knives. Yes.
Yeah, you got to experience them in person.
Bro, he does sick knives and they're reasonable. Of course, he had more, $4,000 sitting on the table, but I'm talking just his regular knives that we could afford, $300, $400, $500, sick, just as good. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So he's going to be back on the show probably this Saturday so we can talk about his blade show experience. I hope to see everybody there. Much love to my EDC familia. Stay safe, stay frosty. Most importantly, stay deadly.